All right, we got a great collection of comic books for you right here. We've got 17 all together in this one. I'm going to walk you through each one and show you everything you need to know. First things first, we'll show you the front cover. You can see some stress, some looseness on these staples. It's from 1959. This is the Roadrunner from Western Publishing. And I do want to point out it does have that little, somebody signed their name to it, as well as a little bit of dirt, a little bit of wear. I'm going to give you the wiggle jiggle so you can see the light shining on it, as we do right there. Before we flip it over, we'll show you that as well. And then we will shine the light right here so you get a feel for what's going on. You can see a little bit of damage up here, some along the side, a little bit of tearing at that spine. And then finally, we're going to open it up. We're going to show you a little bit of the quality and condition of the pages. What we do is we show you, to the best of we can, we try to show you some of the uninked spots. That way, if you decide that it's cream or off-white, or you decide that it's white or brilliant white, or whatever the owl colors may be that you think, I'd rather use that than rely on my description. After all, we all have opinions, and I want you to use yours. This is going to be your book. I will point out right here also, another little bit of signature on it. Interesting that it's a different signature than this one right here. So I don't know what happened there. It's probably some intrigue. An interesting story, no doubt. All right, moving on to Strange Tales. Same name as before. The plot thickens. This is a 12-cent comic, so it is a little bit older. This is Strange Tales featuring, and the other one, oh no, it keeps going, Doctor Strange. It's got some Nick Fury, as you would know him later on. I will give it the old wiggle jiggle right there, just so we can see. You can see a little bit of wear, quite a lot actually, and I'm going to open it up just so you can see the amount of wear. It's starting to get pulled from the side there, but it is still on there and it is still good. Some signatures right here before we flip it over and show you the back. Looking pretty good right there. Some of the same, you got a little bit of discoloration, some minor issues right there. Let's flip it open, check out some of this quality and condition. You got some Doctor Strange, you got some Nick Fury. You got quite a few interesting pieces right here. A Christmas Story Through Space. Oh man. Signed once again, so that's unfortunate. In fact, I suspect the way that this was lotted, I suspect that'll be the case for all of them. We'll give you the old wiggle jiggle. This would have been a giveaway, probably McCrory's or one of those type of places. You can see the stress. You can see the lines. You can see the creasing. We don't want to hide anything, so we'll show you everything in the light right there. We'll flip it over. Sears. Yeah, there you go. From Wyckoff, Sears. And then let's see what's inside. Probably no, I was expecting more of a coloring book or activity book. I do want to show you that. And that's what we'll do. We'll show you that right there. And that'll go in the catalog as well, so that you are sure to see it. Before we finish out, I'd expect to see some artwork right here, but we don't. So there you go. That's going to be that one. As we move on to Marvel Team Up featuring Spider-Man and Captain America, you can see once again it has somebody didn't want you getting hold of their comics, which is fine. That's what the kids did back then. We'll show you a little bit right here. You can see that spine roll on it. You can see quite a bit of damage right here. And at the corner, we'll flip it over. And we will show you this as well. Before we flip it. Is that the Abomination? Looks like. What's he doing in a Spider-Man? I don't know. So you can see the quality and condition of the uninked portion right here. And this guy, Batroc, the Leaper. I don't know what's going on in this one, but some very interesting team up nonetheless. we're going to move right along to some Fawcett Comics, Dennis the Menace. The first time I do not see any signatures on it. Will that hold, or will we find some inside? I don't know. It's a mystery. You can see that rather glaring piece right here, as well as some folding along there. What do we got? We got a little bit of rusting with the staples, and this one looks a little bit better. Not only do we give the wiggle jiggle, but I want to point out that we do this in 1080p so that you can stop, rewind, go back, and look at any issues yourself. Yeah, look at this. It's been taped with actual Scotch tape, masking tape, to fix that cut, that small tear in it. And that way you can look at it and really get a feel for it. Nice color to these pages. You can get a real good feel of what it is that you're going to buy. And I do not see any signs, any signatures in it, so we're good there. Moving on to another one. This is Science Fair, Story of Electronics. If I remember right, this is from the early 80s. Nice piece right here from Radio Shack. A little bit of bends in it right here. Spine's actually not looking all that bad. We'll flip it over so you can see this. Give it the old wiggle jiggle. Again, you can always go back, zoom in, make sure you can see any of these discrepancies, any of these little issues it might have, and also take a look at the colors of the pages themselves. We have high resolution photos in the catalog, so you're always welcome to go and check those out. You can do that at TheBigToyAuction.com. You can see some issues right here. It's a nice older piece, 20-cent book, but it does have wear on the spine. We'll do some of this a little bit. You can see all along there, and especially at that corner, it's missing some pieces. So you can see that crease along here. We'll flip it over so we can see the backside of Water. Are you Disney fans? We'll do this right here, a little shine. And we'll show you the interiors. Now, I like this because not a lot of ink on this, so you can really see the quality and condition of those pages. And for a moment there, I thought maybe we had a Marvel value stamp. What's the year on this one? Yeah, it would have been right. Would have been right time. Maybe it is a Marvel value stamp. I don't know. Now I'm curious. And there we go. So, sort of. All right. Well, it's there. Whatever it may be, it is there. It is present. We're going to go on to the hands of Shang-Chi, master of Kung Fu. They call him Blackjack. So this is technically a minor key. If I remember correctly, I don't think he showed up a whole bunch, and I believe that is a first appearance, maybe an only appearance of that particular character. Do most of you care? Probably not. This is not in the best of shape. We'll give it the old wiggle jiggle right here. Let that light really bounce off. You can see the corners. You can see some creasing. You can see quite a few things. We're not going to catalog them all, or else we'll be here all day. You can see, again, some issues up and down right through here, including, I do want to point this out, though, that has cut through a little bit. So you can see daylight on the other side, and I believe that may have been taped. Yeah, that feels like some tape, some Scotch tape there. So I want you to be aware. Quality and condition of the pages. It's still a very nice reader copy. For those of you, you're not going to be able to get it signed by the actor from the movie. But now with the movie coming out, a lot of folks are looking to these old issues to see if they can complete a collection. Casper and Nightmare. This is number 12. From the Giant Harvey size line. Because it's Harvey giant size, it is square bound, and because it's old, it's starting to split. It's lost quite a bit of that, and that feels like, yep, some more masking tape, not masking, Scotch tape right there, some clear tape on it. So I want you to be aware of that as we flip it over to the other side. Your typical wear, your typical shelf wear on that. As we open it up and check out quality and condition of this page. Hard to imagine. This is 25th year back then, and this was at least 40 years ago. We'll see what the date is on it. 66? Really? Wow. So 1941. I thought this was an 80s issue. I thought this based on this right here, but no, this is from 1966. Hard to imagine. Now, it is stapled through here, and those staples aren't looking great, and I do want to point out it's coming a little bit loose right there, so I want you to know that before we move on to the Avengers, starring in Marvel Triple Action, this classic type of cover right here. That obviously they redid in the movie. I love that kind of thing. You got all the baddies here. Paste Pot Pete. You got, who else? You got some snow guys. You got some Hydra, looks like. Really cool cover here. This is number 18. We'll show you all the angles. Obviously, some damage right here. Most of these in this particular lot. That's why you're getting 17 of them all at once, because they almost all have a little bit of damage somewhere or another. We'll show you all right here. Looking pretty good, and that goes through to the back cover. Just check this out so you can see quality and condition of the pages. And all of this been chewed up, sadly. And one more time, we'll show you right here with Kang, who I think is the next big bad that the Marvel Universe will be fighting in the movies. Call the Destroyer right here, from the creator of Conan, of course. This is number 16. Let's take a look. A little bit of wear right there. Some chewing. You got some folding. You got some separating. You know, this is surprisingly not too bad on the spine. I'm a little surprised about that. You can see where it's been miscut. These cool pieces right here, these flying model kits, and again, that goes all the way through to the back. So, nice reader copy to fill a hole in your collection if that's what you're looking to do. You can see the quality and condition right there. And this is pretty neat. I actually like this. Do any of these match up with any of the Tool does? I'm trying to see what places Conan has visited. Well, you can check that out at your leisure. You'll see some of this right here. And I do want to point out, we're back to some signatures. So some people were very excited about owning this, wanted you to know. Khazar. This is their version of, let's say, Turok or Tarzan or any of that. Claw? Really? There's a claw in here? All right, well, let's find them. So we're going to check this out right here. You can see some issues. You got some issues along here. That corner is not too bad. We'll show you right here, and we'll give it the wiggle jiggle as we point out a couple of condition issues on it. Well, I'll show you quality and condition of the pages. Here's a Marvel value stamp. So that dates this at about 1974. There's Claw. Huh. Very surprising. All right. And who knows, maybe Sauron makes an appearance. Or Sauron, I guess is what he was called in these. Before we move on to, again, Master of Kung Fu, yet another one. This is issue number 32. And we'll give it the old wiggle jiggle so you can see what's going on right there. Some issues right here, right here. Stress the spine like you might expect. Flip these around. Looking pretty good. Same issues from the front come all the way through to the back. And then we'll show you some of the quality and condition of these pages. Here's a good page to do it since you don't have a lot of ink. It's a black and white issue, or a page at least. And that's going to do it for that one as we move on to Thongor. Again, kind of a Conan ripoff. Some sword and sorcery, sword and sandal. All shredded along here, and I think that felt like a repair. Either way, quite a bit of issues on this one. We're not going to catalog every one of them, or else we might be here all day. But if it's one that you're looking for to complete some numbers in your catalog, well, then this is a great way to get some comic books real easy. You're going to get them all 17 for one money. We'll show you right here. Some good quality on the inside. And you can see it is a little bit shaky there. It's starting to come loose just a little bit from those staples. The staples are holding on, but you should still exercise caution. Master of Kung Fu, yet another one right here. Some wear and tear all along. caught in an actual web. So we'll see if that's... This is Bucky with 6 arms? I don't know. We'll find out when we open it up. Quite a few issues on this cover. Again, this is one to fill a hole in your collection. It's not one that you're going to want to send in to get graded. Although, who am I to tell you? Maybe you do want to get it graded. I don't tell people how to collect. So we see right here. It looks like that told us who that was. Oh, look at this. Later, I'm going to look at these issues. We're putting this back in the bag as soon as we are done. We've seen quality and condition. But when I'm taking those pictures, I'm going to go back and look at those pictures because that big Jim really, I get excited about it. Master of Kung Fu, one more time. This time is 33. He's fighting a robot. So, a couple of issues right here. Not as bad as some of the other ones. A little bit right there. We got some loss. We're going to flip it over on the back. You can see just a little bit more right here. Not too much, just some dirt. I don't know, something about Kirby going on right there. Some interesting, you can see quality and condition of those pages. Before we finish it up with this particular one more Master of Kung Fu. This is number 41. This time he's got Shuriken. Why not? And some creasing, some loss right here. All around, again, a good reader copy. One to just build up that collection. Flip it over on the side. Oof, look at that. And I'm going to show you from this angle as well so you can really see. A little bit of loss right there too. And how far does that go? Because it looks like it hooked on something, including to there. So, not the best, but certainly a readable copy, a nice passable copy. You can see quality and condition of the rest of the pages right here. And that's going to do it. So, you're going to get how many? 17 in this one. I'm going to just lay them out right here so you can get one last hero shot. Plenty of goodies for you comic book collectors out there. If you're looking to really jumpstart that collection, if you're looking to just fill some holes, then this is a great way to do it. You're going to get all of these, all for one money, all one lot, all one bid. All you have to do is head on over to TheBigToyAuction.com. You can see this and all the other great items we've got coming your way in our next live auction event. Leave your pre-bids right now or join us live on auction day. Whichever way you choose to do it, we look forward to seeing you at the auction.